I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. You know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. Maybe I get rich, maybe I don't. I don't know. Probably more than 90% chance. You can see the original version over here when I did this. Am I rich? Am I not? Blah, blah, blah. Let's continue. PulseX. Whee! What's going on, guys? You're now watching the greatest channel that has ever existed. My name is 𝘊𝘳𝘺𝘰𝘮, and I truly appreciate you for being here with me. So, the last time that we were here, that we're talking about predictions, we did some Pulsechain predictions. We did 1 day, 6 months, 12 months, and 2 years. We're going to do the same thing for PulseX price predictions. The difference between Pulsechain and PulseX is that PulseX is kind of like Uniswap on the Ethereum network, and Pulsechain is like Ethereum on the Ethereum network. PulseX is like an exchange coin that's going to be used for voting for the different type of incentive tokens or the different type of reward tokens that we're going to receive for using PulseX. And most importantly, PulseX is there because number go up. PulseX is just going to increase dramatically. And it's another opportunity for Richard Heart to allow us to gain more riches. It has this revolutionary ability to do something called a buy and burn. There's a robot on the actual network that goes out and buys and burns a small percentage of every single transaction fee that happens. So if there's $1 billion worth of transactions on PulseX, there's going to be $600,000 worth of PulseX that's going to be burned every single day, every single time it happens. It's absolutely amazing, absolutely crazy. So let's get back into it. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's talk about the numbers. So PulseX has many more opportunities than Uniswap, and therefore it's going to increase in value way better than Uniswap ever will, because PulseX is using the Pulsechain network to do all its transactions and all that stuff. And Pulsechain is extremely fast to do swap one coin for another, or to send coins from one wallet to another costs like 0.001 penny or something, extremely cheap. Meanwhile, we're paying like $50 to send one transaction to another on Ethereum. So when the Pulsechain network actually does come out, there is going to be a lot of sell pressure on PulseX, because a lot of people didn't realize how amazing Pulsechain was going to be until like maybe, oh my goodness, like 6 months after the sacrifice phase for Pulsechain was over, 9 months after. And by the time that they realized that Pulsechain was going to be amazing, the only coin that they could sacrifice for was PulseX. So a lot of people bought PulseX just to have the opportunity to trade for Pulsechain when the Pulsechain network comes out. Okay, and by Pulsechain, I mean the Pulsechain coin. So when the Pulsechain network comes out, a lot of people that bought PulseX will trade their PulseX coin for the Pulsechain coin. Okay, so that means that instead of it coming out with initial day one Pulsechain launch value of 10x of the best sacrifice amount, I think that the day one value will come out at 5x the best sacrifice date price. So that means that every single PulseX coin on day one of launch, I predict, is going to have a value of $0.0005. Okay, so that's pretty much 5/100th of a cent. Okay, so it's a very small value, but it's still 5 times as good as the initial sacrifice volume. Now, in order to get the 6-month and the 12-month and the 24-month price prediction, let's do something more granular. Let's do something more educational. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the values of very similar coins that have premiered and what their high value is and what their low value is. What we're going to do is we're going to look at 4 exchange coins. These are decentralized exchange coins that are used to prop up their own exchanges. Obviously, we have the Uniswap one that I've been talking about so much. We have PancakeSwap, we have Trader Joe, and we have QuickSwap. QuickSwap is for Matic, Trader Joe is for Avalanche, PancakeSwap is for BSC or Binance Smart Chain, and Uniswap is for Ethereum. I'm going to preface this by saying that I want you to buy PulseX coins if you haven't bought them already, if you haven't sacrificed for them already. I want you to buy them a month after the Pulsechain comes out, because there's going to be a lot of sell pressure on PulseX, and I want you to buy PulseX a month after, and that's when the price is probably going to stabilize. Pulsechain is going to come out the gate shooting straight up, and it's probably just going to shoot up and then, you know, slowly curve to a level playing field, but still tilt up properly. PulseX is just going to come out and immediately crash. So buy it at the bottom when it crashes down there. And that's going to be its low. Let's look at the graph. We're going to look at the low. Low for all these coins: Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Trader Joe. QuickSwap was $146. Trader Joe was 3 cents, PancakeSwap was 55 cents, and so on and so forth. So the thing about all these coins is that they went from their all-time low to their all-time high at an average of about 5 months. So 5 months plus the 1 month that I told you to wait until you need to buy PulseX equals 6 months. So therefore, this gives us the 6-month value. What we're going to do is we're going to take the difference of the $1.93 for this Uniswap. That was its all-time low. And we're going to do the same thing for PancakeSwap, all the other 3 coins. So we're going to take its lowest value. We're going to take its highest value. We're going to take the difference between its lowest value and its highest value. And then we're going to extrapolate it for PulseX. So when we take the estimates of going from its lowest value to its highest value, we find out that it takes about 5 months for this to happen on average. Okay. That 5 month plus 1 month after I told you to wait equals 6 months. Okay. When we take the difference of the average of their lows, of these 4 coins lows, and we take the average of the highs of these 4 coins, the highest value in the 5 month period of these 4 coins, compared to the lowest value of these 4 coins, we get an increase of 65x. Okay, so when you average 21x, 77, 147, and 9x, you get an average of 64x. So that means that if you invest $1,000 a month after the Pulsechain came out, when I told you to do that, that $1,000 will turn into $64,000 in only a 6-month, 5-month period. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Now there's estimates that Pulsechain is going to come out the end of May. So that means if you wait a month to buy it, you're going to buy it in the end of June. And then 5 months after the end of June is the end of November. So that means that you're going to take that $1,000 and change it to $64,000 by Christmas time. Absolutely amazing. Now, what about 1 year and 24 months? Now, what we have to keep in mind is that PLSX has amazing game theory for increasing its price potential, its price increase. Remember I said that for every $1 billion of transactions that happen, $600,000 of burn pressure, of buy pressure will be implemented into the PulseX system. That's because it has this ability to take 0.29% of all transaction fees is what the customer pays to transact from one coin to another. And the robot, the protocol inside of the PulseX system, will burn 21% of that 0.29% fee that comes from the customer. That gives you the value of about $600,000 for every $1 billion of transactions. Okay, so if you look at my Pulsechain price prediction video, should be up here. You see that we paid attention to technologies that go through an S-curve. This is definitely one of those S-curve technologies, the same way Hex is a S-curve technology, the same way all of cryptocurrency is a S-curve technology. So if we extrapolate the changes from Pulsechain, I believe that it was going to 300x in the first 6 months to 1,300x after 1 year, right? If we do the same exact thing for PulseX, that means that it's going to go from 64x after 6 months to about 280x. So if you put $1,000 day one plus 1 month, remember, you're not going to buy day one, you're going to buy 1 month after. If you put $1,000 1 month, get about $280,000 after a year. So you're going to get $280,000 about May of 2023. If we extrapolate it again, do the same thing from Pulsechain, and we do the same exact thing for PulseX, that $1,000 in 2 years, or that $1,000 in 24 months, in June of 2024 is going to be worth $700,000. Absolutely freaking crazy. Doesn't make any sense. I keep talking about these numbers. It doesn't make any sense. If 700,000 sounds like it's too much, just keep in mind that Hex did 10,000 X in 2 years. I'm just saying that this is going to do 700. 700 is much smaller than 10,000. And yet the value is still crazy, and you still have more than enough time to buy as much as you can. So I'm telling you this, I'm actually tired of talking about these numbers, but I'm still going to keep going because I'm crazy, because I thank you and I love you and I appreciate you. Let us get this money. Amen.